In this video, we're going to provide you the details on how to do the lever escape from the mount position. As we've mentioned in previous videos, the mount position can be a completely overwhelming and frustrating position to be stuck in, especially if you're a beginner. So let's take a look at the lever escape from the mount position. So I've got Logan on top of me in the mount. As always, if our opponent is sitting up, the first thing I want to look to do is get his hands on the floor. So sometimes I can accomplish that with a simple bump. Sometimes I need to add a little bit of a knee push here in order to get his hands on the floor. So once I achieve him getting his hands on the floor, the thing with the lever sweep is sometimes I might have a little bit of trouble getting this elbow inside for my frame escape. So while I'm turning on my side, what I'm going to look to do is straighten this leg so that I can bring this leg over top and start to look to see if I can get control of the end of the lever here. So sometimes you might find that you have a little bit of trouble scooping it up with your heel. You can also look to go in under the instep of his foot with the top of your foot. And then basically what we're going to be looking to do here is create a fulcrum by bringing this leg up. And then I'm now starting to turn my hips and I'm creating this space in order for my hips to get out of. So as I'm turning, the first thing I want to look to do here is stop this cross face, because last thing I need to do is start turning and just get totally smashed and put back in this case would be like a half guard, but in a bad spot because Logan's got the cross face on me. So as I'm turning, I block that cross face and now I continue to hip escape myself out. And generally for me, what I like to do is just go right into an open guard with my feet on the hips, and then I'm looking to control the arms right away, and then now I can start to implement whatever guard game I have, whether it just be looking for control or sweeps, submissions, whatever Logan's going to provide for me. So let's take a look at that on the other side. All right, so we got Logan on top of me in the mounted position. First thing I'm looking to do is bridge, get his hands on the floor. As I'm turning, I'm looking to see if I can get my elbow inside for my frame. His knees are too tight. So as I'm establishing my frame on his hip, I'm going to be straightening my left leg, turning on my side a little bit. And like I said before, what we can look to do here is either reach over and scrape this up with our heel. We can also look to bring our foot in under his instep here to get this kind of control. Either way, once I start to scrape this on any lever, what I'm going to need to do is create a fulcrum. So I bring my knee up nice and tight, and now what this allows me to do is as I turn, I'm going to create this space, right? Like as I turn my hips, his knee is going to come off the floor. As his knee is coming off the floor and I'm turning, I'm watching out for this cross face on this side. And then once I've achieved that, I just continue to hip escape myself out. And how many hip escapes I do will be dependent on how much he's pressuring me. Once I get myself out, I'm looking to control him at the triceps. My feet come to his hips to control the distance. I'm flaring my knees out into his shoulders and biceps, and I have a nice control of him ready to start implementing my guard game. So we'll go one more time. We'll show you the rear view so you can see the footwork. So I get Logan's hands on the floor. I'm turning on my side and straightening my leg. I reach this foot over so that I can get control of the end of his lever here. I start to scrape his foot up over my leg. As I do that, I'm bringing my other leg up as a fulcrum, and now as I turn my hips, I start to get his knee off the floor, making sure that I stop this cross face. I continue to hip escape out. I'm bringing my foot onto his hip to measure distance, control his arm, bring my other foot onto his hip, and we've gotten ourselves into the guard where we're ready to implement our guard game. All right, so if you got any value out of that, hit that like button, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.